Yo, peep game, man. I have to say, whether it's college football or pro football, NFL, this has been one of the most interesting seasons I've seen in a long time. Because in college, I mean, if you look at it, Alabama looks like a shell of itself. Um, Texas Tech got shut out by Oregon. I didn't see that coming. I personally thought that game was going to be a blowout. Indiana, I thought it would have been like, you know, something like a 28-35 or 35-25, some a score like that within 10. I did not expect Indiana to destroy Bama like that. That was insane. The hell, the only game, the only game I think was actually a good game in the second round for the college football playoff was Georgia and Ole Miss. Because Miami, yeah, that score does not reflect the beatdown that Ohio State got, and I've thought this about the quarterback for Ohio State. I say he's good, but I don't think he's that guy. He was a Heisman finalist, I was confused by that. I was like, huh? He's a finalist? Honestly, Jabari Smith probably should have been in that spot in my opinion. The receiver, the great receiver for Ohio State. But it's interesting. We're gonna get a new national champion in in college, and the teams that's left. So you got two Big Ten teams, an ACC team, and one SEC team. If you told people who are fans of college football that like 10 years ago that this would happen, they wouldn't believe you. And also in college, I mean, throughout most of the year, there were no. I still don't honestly think there's any elite teams. I mean, Indiana's probably like the best of the teams left. Is the probably the ones that is the closest to being an elite college football team. But this like college football has been definitely. This has been a great season for college football. It's been very interesting to see this team lose to this team, or these teams are somewhat evenly matched and one pulls out an upset, things of that nature. But a lot of this, man. But the NFL, goodness gracious. Oh, this is the final week of the season. And there's no elite teams. And even the teams that's like got 12 wins, maybe 13, knocking on 13 wins, they're not elite teams like that. Look at the real good team. I'm not saying there's any all these teams with the good records are trash. I'm not saying that, but if you look at the Texans have an excellent defense, but their offense is shaky. The Rams have a really good a solid front four slash front seven, but that back end for the Rams is suspect, and special teams that require that deserves its own video on its own. The Eagles have no identity. I mean, yeah, their defense is literally had to drag the offense along. That's why they actually had. That's why they won the division. There's that. The Niners is just, as a Niner fan, just decimated by injuries. Like like the fact that the Niners are 11-4 is amazing in itself, in its own. So there's that. The Seahawks got a good defense, but Sam Darnold is Sam Darnold gonna be that guy in the playoffs, or he's gonna, the quote relative family member of mine is gonna turn into a pumpkin. Uh, who else? The Patriots. The Patriots look good, but they young. They're unproven. The Bills, they got Josh Allen. But Josh Allen's been had to put his Superman cape on basically to get back in some of those games, especially that second game against the Patriots. When the Patriots up 24-3, and all of a sudden here comes Josh Allen, and their run defense is an embarrassment. It's like the Bills can stop the run, then they can't stop the run, but it's been shown they can't really stop the run. The Bears are looking damn good. Ben Johnson, I believe, was a really good hire. I think the Bears do have, as a football fan, they have a very bright future with that coaching staff. But as far as these playoffs go, that defense, they don't got a good defense. They have a very opportunistic defense, but I don't think they're like a middle of the pack defense. The Jaguars are a solid team, but there's some days you don't know what you're gonna get from them. They'll beat teams that got winning records, but then lose to teams they have no business losing to. So I think I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if like the Super Bowl ended up being like the Texans and Carolina. I wouldn't be shocked because this is one of these years in the NFL. I don't know who the fuck gonna win. And honestly, the quote unquote best team on paper per their roster, that team might not even make it to the Super Bowl. Now we know the Chiefs will not be in the AFC Championship because they already got knocked out in the playoffs. So this, as far as the sport of American football, this has been, whether it's college, whether you're a fan of college, whether you're a fan of just NFL, you're a fan of both. This has been one of the most interesting seasons for football in quite some time. That's all I gotta say. And the NFL playoffs, man. To quote my cousin, it's definitely going to be about matchups. It's going to be about who's facing who. That's all I gotta say on that. Because if a team that has like a really good offense and a decent defense, they might be the team that has they may be the team that has an elite offense and an iffy defense, or they have a great defense in it, a really good defense, but an iffy offense. But we don't have to wait and see. Anybody who bets on these games, man, good luck, because man, it's been crazy. The damn Panthers early in the season, they lost to the Niners, who have key players out for the season, but they beat the Rams. So we shall see what these playoffs will bring. It's definitely going to be exciting for these fans. That's all I gotta say. I had to get off on my Happy New Year, everybody. Peace out. Deuces.